Welcome to the stream, or should I say goodbye? I don't know. Today on Touhou LostWord, we are once again entering the ruins of memory. For once again, a new relic Touhou character has been released into the game. Let's see. Well, I wanted to say let's see who it is, but I think I'm never really making these very hard to guess. Today, we are taking a look at Blue Goodbyes, which is Yasaka Kanako, and the song we are currently listening to. What? You want to try carrying my weaponized hall of worship? It's not exactly heavy, but it's too big for you. Kanako is just a little bit silly in her design, because that whole thing in the background is actually part of her sprite. She has decided to carry her whole hall of worship with her wherever she goes. Or I guess her whole shrine, even. Which essentially turns her into a tank. Where are your legs, Kanako? Legs have slithered away. Legs have gone blue goodbye. I'm not kidding. Look at that sprite of hers. She's literally just a god tank, yes. Very much a god tank. Let's see how Kanako became a god tank, I guess, in this story. Connecting to god tanks. So you've finally shown yourself, you monster. Haven't been here in a while. Why do you look so surprised? Are you just playing dumb, or do you really not know anything? What are you talking about? I don't even know where I am. Well, whatever. I wouldn't be much of a god if I let you hold the reins. Let's continue under the assumption that you don't know anything. That works best for me, and you'll just have to deal with it. Are you really a god? Yes. How dare you question me? Don't you know your place, human? Or maybe that's what all humans are like nowadays. Yeah, I think that might be it. I completely forgot, because this journey has taken forever, but humans don't have any respect for gods anymore. You use divine or godlike as adjectives without appreciating the true meaning. We are spoken of in vain. And whenever you want something but refuse to put in the effort, you blame us when things don't go your way. Your prayers are nothing more than a list of shallow demands. You're right. I don't know the traditional ways of worship. Also, my text barely fits into this text box. Sorry, that was unseemly. Ungodlike, you could say. I was just venting my frustration. Gods dislike it when everything is doom and gloom. We prefer to let loose and enjoy ourselves. Go on, entertain me. Alright, I'll tell you a funny story. Sorry, but I can't even shoot any beautiful bullets for you. Oh? I've got plenty of funny stories. I'm the one who invented sumo wrestling after all. Ah, you know. Also, I guess that was a real choice. My opponent in that first sumo match was a dirty cheat. Everyone knows you are not supposed to use weapons. But he charged at me with a sword in each hand. Can you believe it? One was made of ice, the other of lightning. He ended up cutting off both my arms, and that's how I ended up a serpent god. I see. Well, my father is a snake, so perhaps that was always my fate. That wasn't that funny. Okay, no more stories. So, what's your name? Huh? Your name. What is it? I'm asking you a question. Tell me your name. I'm Li Huan. Li Huan. Is that really your name? What do you mean? Never mind. That was a stupid question. There's no point asking you. You don't know anything at all. However, you're the only being I've managed to find in this world that has long since ended. I can't even tell you how long it's been. Actually, does time even exist here? I don't suppose it matters. No, maybe it does. I'll think about it later. Do you see what I'm getting at? Can a human like you understand me? No, I've got no idea what's going on. Yeah, I figured you would say that. I was asking the other you. I wouldn't expect you to understand what I'm saying, but the other you should. I guess I'd better try to explain. I'm sure there are plenty of other yous. Too many to count. What? Now, to make this even more confusing, there are plenty of other yous, but you are still unique. That also goes for that other you, who I'm speaking to right now. They are unique as well. Sorry, none of that made any sense to me. That's fine. I'm not talking to you, but to the other you, who is unique among your countless other selves. I'm sure they exist and that they are observing us right now. I don't have any proof, or rather, none that I could explain to a human, but my divine instincts tell me it's true. And that's how it should be. Gods have their own kind of wisdom that cannot be comprehended by humans. Our language and sense of awareness are on a different scale, and our divine senses give us a unique perception. By honing these senses, we can tap into some underlying concepts which differ from those that govern humans. Everyone wishes for more time than they have, but of course some gods are against such meddling or don't understand it. I'm talking about the divine net, structured like a kind of nervous system. It's a record of the gods, their bunrei, and how they were syncretized, changed, or weeded out in every region and era. Each individual god forever exists as a part of this colossal network, myself included. And that's how I know that I must pray to you. I'm a god, but I must pray to a human. Why would a god pray to me? No, not you. I must pray to that other you, the observer. You're just that person's shrine maiden, or something. You mean, they are like a god whom I serve? Are you talking about me? This would be the second time in a very short time that a game is addressing me personally. Well, not exactly, but it's a close enough analogy. Alright, so I'm going to pray to you, and you are going to just stand there and listen. That way my words, my prayer, will reach the other you. Oh, good for you. I'm highly responsive to prayers. But what are you praying for? The return of Kanako Yasaka. Miss Kanako? Why? I'm not sure how much you know about the LostWord incident. But the other you should know all about it. And that's good enough for me. I'm not going to explain it. Now, you asked me why Kanako Yasaka. Wait, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? So I guess it's no wonder that you're confused. I am Minakata of the Suva Sea, the god who bears the divine name Minakata. Minakata, like Take Minakata? I bow before you. There's no need for any of that. I already gathered that you respect me as a god from our conversation thus far. Wait, isn't Miss Kanako Take Minakata too? Or did she never actually call herself that? The name Take Minakata could be used for Kanako Yasaka, and it can be used for me as well. Say it 10 times. No, I will not. Of course, you could also call us by our other names. That's just how gods are. We're all connected by the network. But, well, you're not as well versed in gods as me, so I doubt that clears up your confusion. For the sake of convenience, I will give you some arbitrary differences between Kanako and me. Kanako is a goddess, right? That means she has taken some of the divine aspects of Yasaka Tome. So I'm the parts of Take Minakata that she left behind. This isn't entirely accurate, but it should help you tell us apart. Huh? Does that mean you are a male god? In this universe? Of course not! Okay, good. You're right that Take Minakata is male, but I'm Minakata. Minakata means water shaper, as I shape water into clouds, rain, rivers, and lakes. Did you just assume my gender? I am God. It can also mean way of water, taken from my roots as a water goddess. I'm a girl! She's like a child version of Miss Kanako. We do not have a child version of Miss Kanako yet. That is something we are missing. Anyway. It's time we left this place. Minakata, or Mini Kanako. Now that I've prayed to you, we should be able to climb up the divine network like a spider climbs its web. It's a path of gods that's only traversable by restoring memories. Oh, we love restoring memories. And when I say restore, I don't mean these memories have to be correct. Minikata. After all, there's no such thing as correct memory. They all get revised by age-adult brains. Do you get what I'm saying? Memories can morph and change. All that matters is that they are distinct and connected with each other. Kanako has lost everything, but by following these memories, we should arrive at her remnants. Then, if we can somehow give her a form and free her from her prison, I can go home happy. How exactly are we going to do that? I don't know. That's why you are coming with me. But I don't know either. We've been over this. All you need to do is watch and listen. There are people observing us through your network. The old world's retirees. Don't worry. I'm sure at least one of them will show up. Old world retirees, huh? It's like I'm praying for them. That's what you were thinking, right? Well, gods know the value of praying better than most. How responsive to prayers are they? We've had much more experience with it than you faithless humans. People become heroes by taking risks, and gods are beings born from the mounds of glory laid atop their souls. You won't achieve anything if you don't trust other people. I haven't seen our mysterious allies yet, but I believe in them. It's reckless, but then again, you are a god. Exactly. Alright, let's get going. With my pathfinding skills, nothing can stop us. Not even a boulder so large it would take 1,000 men to push it aside. Watch this. Bop, beep, boop! We bopped, we beeped, and we booped. How'd it go? Don't worry. It went well. The baby girl has been born. Wow, that's great. Is she healthy? What about the mother? They're both fine, of course. They were protected by my divine blessing. I bet it was more than thanks to my blessing than yours. I'm the ancestor, after all. I suppose, but I doubt the blessing of a god who's slowly being reduced to nothing but a name would be that effective. Huh? Are you looking for a fight? Of course not. Why would I want to fight on such a joyous day? Although, I wouldn't say no to a sumo match to commemorate the occasion. If we battle up in the sky, we can go all out. The people below will probably think it's just fireworks or something. Heh ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, what fun, what a joyous day. Yeah, you said it. I can't remember the last time I was this happy. I suppose it was way back when our feud was settled and we came to an agreement about how to rule this land. Really, I didn't realize you were so happy about that. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't get it. I pretty much saw what was going to happen in the future, including how this blessed child would be born. In fact, I saw it all the moment you first appeared before me as my enemy. I predicted everything. I'm sure you're exaggerating, but perhaps that's what comes from being connected to someone by blood. Or rather, connected by fate. Why do you say it like that? You're also a part of our family now. Didn't you just call me your enemy? Yes, you're that too. It's Not that uncommon for gods to be both, is it? To put it simply, the only things that separate us from one another right now are our names and appearances. Moreya once existed in this land, and Take Mikasuchi came from Izumo. Minakata defeated Moreya, and Minakata lost to Take Mikasuchi. Who knows which came first? They could even refer to the same event, just phrased in a different way. But that's a problem for humans to sort out. We gods merely change our form in response to their answers. You were determined to stay here, and thus you became a part of this land through sheer resolve. You became a part of my family. Though you're mostly still my enemy. What? I was actually kind of moved. Why'd you have to go and ruin it? Well, that's what you are. You'll just have to accept it. Besides, being an outsider for eternity isn't all bad. My clan and I were saved by your decisive action. So please, keep at it. Not just for my sake, but for our new hope that was born today. Don't you worry. This is where it all starts. That girl is our future. Was that the day Miss Sanae was born? Baby Sanae. Tiny Sanae. Also something we do not have. I explained this earlier, but that wasn't a correct memory or anything. This just means that some experienced this day like that. In fact, the majority probably experienced it differently. It's actually pretty simple. It doesn't matter if the path is a paved one, a trail through the wilderness, or even a path that has not been tread before. We have to follow it, no matter what. Only, there's no guarantee that the path we are on won't turn back on itself. What do you mean? Why don't you take another look? I'm looking. How'd it go? Tell me, how'd it go? I see. No, I understand. You don't have to say it. She was meant to be our blessed child. This isn't right. How did this happen? What could we have done? The age where gods can freely manipulate the lives of humans has long since passed. Hardly anyone believes in the power of gods anymore. Children are blessed by genes, and diet governs their health. Childbirth isn't left to luck, but safe through precautions. Doctors are the ones who save lives, and miracles can only occur within the limits of medical knowledge and technology. Are you saying that's why the child couldn't live? Yes, the doctor clearly pronounced that there was no hope for the mother or the child. This is another possibility. Miss Sanae won't be born if this continues. Indeed. History will change, and considering the way genes work, her chance will never come again. Even if another child is born and given the same name, she will be a completely different person. Is this another version of history? in a manner of speaking, but this history isn't connected to the path we must take. We have to keep going, so we must change it. At the risk of sounding repetitive, what you're about to see isn't the correct version of events either. Rest in peace, wrong memories. Get blasted to bits. Huh? Do you feel that? Huh? Whoa! You're right. It's like a starlight. Faint yet powerful. The light of a blessed new life. Wait, was that a miracle? Thought it was a master spark. Would you go take another look for me? Okay, leave it to me. But I'm not worried any longer. Yeah, that was surely a sign from my descendant. Our blessed child has been born. And there you have it. What was that laser? It's like it changed the outcome. Pretty cool, right? It's my way of forcefully correcting a fate that I don't like. You could also call it a miracle. No, that was just a laser, Minakata. But using it comes with a certain responsibility, as fate should not be distorted lightly. We used it just now to clear our path. It was reckless, like leveling a mountain to create a road. I don't want you to worry about it too much right now, since we are short on time, but you should keep this in mind. Again, by you, I mean that other you. Alright, let's keep going. Gensokyo? Why do you have to go there? Because we are severely lacking in faith. No one believes in us anymore. Huh? But all our followers still worship us. They pretend to believe in gods to keep up appearances, but their true faith lies in the power of humans and technology. Haven't you experienced this yourself, Sanae? When was the last time you used your power as a living god to create a miracle? I see your point. Without faith, gods cease to exist. So before that happens to Suvako and me, we will become a part of fantasy along with our shrine. That's the requirement for entering Gensokyo given to us by my contact there, and I agreed to it. Suvako is sleeping in the main shrine right now, but I've already gotten her consent. Though it wasn't easy, we haven't had a fight like that for a very long time. Anyway, once we reach Gensokyo, we can get a faith from non-humans. It's a world full of beings who live longer than humans and enjoy playing with gods. Gensokyo, huh? It sounds like an interesting place. So, Moria Shrine will become a part of fantasy. What does that mean for the Moria Shrine of this world? What will happen to its followers, the gods they believe in, and the shrine itself? This is just my prediction, but Suvako and I will disappear from this world along with our names. The faith that was supposedly directed at us will change to faith in a different god. The god that Suako and I created long ago. Moria, referred to by others as Takeminakata. They are a fabricated god, written into the annals of history after the fact. The kanji used for the name of the shrine will probably change too. Sane, you will cease to be a living god, and the name of your wind priestess profession will also change. You will become an ordinary human and an ordinary shrine maiden. I'm well aware that moving along with our shrine is an extreme response. Suvako is optimistic, but I am afraid. There's not much time left. It feels like I could disappear at any moment. I never really understood why two gods are worshipped here instead of one. With your connection to snakes and frogs, I figured that one of you lost to the other. But I think I understand now. You two are inseparable. Okay, Sanae, you must choose. It must be your decision. Will you come with us to Gensokyo? Or will you stay here? Sanae, if you were just a little bit younger, I wouldn't have forced you to bear this responsibility. But you have already matured into your own woman. You have sufficient power to decide how you want to live. You have already established yourself as a god and a living god, albeit an inexperienced one. I have to let you make this decision for yourself. I'm terrified. All my friends are here in this world, as well as our kind followers. I haven't even finished school yet, and I've been thinking about what I want to do in the future. My mom and dad are here too, not to mention my relatives. Yeah, she does make a V sign with her hand, even in this shadowy form, while saying all this dramatic and sad stuff. Should have used one of the different Sunrise sprites we have. Maybe. In the past, I've worried. Worried that maybe my friends and parents only liked me because I'm a wind priestess. Or because I'm a living god who can cause miracles to happen. For a time, those thoughts consumed me and made my whole world darker. I guess that's just a part of growing up. But even so, eventually I realized that I have to acknowledge and learn to accept myself as I am. I have to accept the parts of me that have nothing to do with being a wind priestess or a living god. I'm sorry, Lady Kaneko. I couldn't bring myself to talk to you about this. You are a god, but you are also like my mother. I couldn't ask for your advice. She really has grown up. I'm also an ordinary human here. And to think that I'd have to abandon that and leave this world forever makes me terribly afraid. That's why I'm sorry, Lady Kaneko. I can't go with you. I understand, Sanae. You have nothing to apologize for. Alright, I'm afraid our time has run out. This is goodbye. The blue kind. The Takemi Nakata she talked about. Could that be... I guess it's my instincts as a god talking, but I'm honestly hesitant to change this. Unfortunately, we cannot afford to let my personal feelings get in the way. We have to bridge the path and continue on. Miss Sanae's wish and Lady Minakata's intentions. It will soon become unclear whether they even existed. It looks like you are starting to catch on. A god is showing you the ropes, so don't waste this opportunity. Watch closely. Please wait, Lady Kanako. I haven't told you about my dream. Oh, I haven't told you about my dream. Isn't your dream to live in this world as a human? Do you have a lot of ropes, Kanako? Yes, she does. No, that's not it. My dream is... right now, I'm a living god, and I serve you and Lady Suvako as a wind priestess. So, how do I say this? What are you mumbling? Speak clearly if you have something to say. Yes, well, I've never put my dream into words before, so I'm not really sure how to explain it. I see. Don't worry about it so much. Just talk to me like you usually do. Oh, right. Okay, so my dream. I'm a living god and I serve you and Lady Suvako as a wind priestess. So one day, I want to become a super amazing shrine maiden who gathers lots of followers for us all. That's what I want. To become a super shrine maiden. It's a silly dream, isn't it? No, not at all. It's a bit vague, but I guess it's a wonderful dream. Hehehe. But this means you'd have to come with us. Are you sure that's okay? Yes. I'm still a little scared, but I'll go with you to Gensokyo. I'll forever be grateful to all my beloved friends and family here. But if I have to leave them behind to follow my dream, then that's what I'll do. Goodbye, everyone. Phew. It feels like we've been traveling for quite a long time now. We've passed through so many memories on our path. I've lost count of how many we changed, but that was to be expected. We've come such a long way that I can no longer hear your voice. Well, I suppose that's fine as long as that other you can still see and hear everything. Now then, according to my calculations, we should be nearing our destination. But I can't possibly drag Kanako out of the darkness all by myself. I was hoping that one of the retirees would show up around now. Oh! I didn't expect all of you to come here too. I see. It seems I was right, Li Huan. There really are lots of other versions of you. They gathered so many divine spirits here. Now all that's left is... Wow! Look at all these ghosts! No, wait. They're not ghosts. Are they those divine spirit things I've heard about? Are you one of the retirees? Retirees? Alright, I think I've heard someone call us that before. This would be a lot easier if I could see you. Can't you show yourself? No problem. I'll hop in my latest tank and drive right over. Oh, that's who you are. I knew I remembered that ghost line from somewhere. Oh, you fit right in, don't you, with how Kaneko looks. Here I come! I can't appear. I was meant to pop out with my tank and be all cool and dramatic. What's going on? Hello, this is the genius tank engineer. Huh? Oh. Hello, Captain. Yes? Huh? Okay, I understand. It seems I'm more compatible with things like phantoms or mechs. Apparently, divine spirits are only just within my reach, so you can hear my voice, but you can't see me. I guess you did not have art ready for her yet. It makes me want to cry, but I hope this doesn't upset you too much. You don't seem all that capable. Can you really save the divine spirit trapped within this shell of darkness? You're kind of my only hope here. I wouldn't put any hope into her. Leave it to me! I've got all the assistance and materials I need. I'll create the perfect tank for the trapped divine spirit. Oh, my name isn't Rika. So that's why it's a tank. That doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Don't worry, I've got plenty of experience. It's the only thing I have experience with. Well, everyone calls my designs crazy, dangerous, or even crazy dangerous. But I've never let it bother me. Okie dokie. Here I go. Hey, are you okay? I just retaliated because you came flying at me, but I didn't mean to hit you that hard. What was your name again? God of Yamato? Yasaka Tome? No. None of the gods of Yamato are called that. Was it Kaneko? Hey, are you okay, Miss Kaneko? I'm not sure if she looks okay. Would you call that okay? That's a ginormous sprite. Whoa, what's that? It's so majestic. Is it some kind of weapon? It feels like I've just awoken from a very long dream. I was trapped within darkness all around me for an eternity. But then I heard a voice. Sorry to hear that. My bullets must have hit you on the head. No, that can't have been a dream. Oh, I get it now. Are you okay? In the past, I once fought you in a huge battle just like this. Well, no, maybe not exactly like this. But that doesn't matter right now. I need to continue onward. Are you talking to yourself? Can I get a word in? Maybe. Suvako. Yes? What is it? Thank you. Thank you for appearing before me again. I'm sure this is confusing for you, but I wanted to tell you that. This probably sounds like nonsense, so feel free to forget about it. Let's continue the battle. I've kept you waiting long enough. You surprised me at first since it came out of nowhere, but I'm not that confused. Huh? I've been a god for a long time, much longer than a god of the plains like you. Oh no, you're going to become a god of a mountain, aren't you? My mountain, to be exact. And then we will rule this land together. You're a very wise god, Kanako Yasaka. How do you know that, Suvako? That's the future's history. I've got no idea. But you and I are connected in the future, and our history flows back to me. It's like I read the information out of a book, so it doesn't feel real to me, but I can still see what will happen in my head. Must be because of the head. I don't really know how to explain it. Suvako? What? I've just gone and confused myself. In the future, far in the future, we will be beset by an incident of unprecedented scale. We won't be able to do anything to stop it, and nor will anyone else. I know this for a fact, so as long as you're okay with this, I'd like to put a stop to our battle right now and start preparing for that day with you. What do you think? That doesn't sound like the worst idea. Then you agree? No, let's fight. Right here, right now. What? If what you say is true, then war is our fate. We cannot escape that. You and I should fight here until we are both satisfied. That shouldn't change. You know, I'm right, don't you? What a satisfied smile on that Kanako. You have my thanks yet again, Suvako. I am a god of war. I sent countless humans off to battle, stoke their rage and passion, and condemn them to death. People pray to me for victory and survival, but in truth no god has killed more humans than me. It was absurd to think I could create a peaceful future without bearing the burden of this divine sin. You needn't worry about that. I've killed more than a few humans in my time, too. I'm well aware that I cannot achieve a peaceful future by ignoring my nature as a native god. Now then. I'm ready when you are. Let's fight. I kinda knew she wouldn't let me make it into a tank. But I made it resemble one as close as possible. A weaponized Hall of Worship isn't quite as great as a tank, but it's as powerful a weapon that also boosts divinity. It's part of a shrine after all, so it's practically made for summoning gods. That's how we managed to rescue Miss Kaneko from the shell of darkness. Of course, that doesn't make it all powerful. Each part of her Hall of Worship is made out of different divine spirits. The gods may be infinite, but if a lost word ends everything, they will all go extinct. They might not always get along. They are all in the same boat now. They'll have to work together. And that metaphorical boat given form is the weaponized Hall of Worship. Yeah, I've really outdone myself this time. I made sure to design it for ease of use, just like a tank. Alright, Miss Kaneko. It's your time to shine. And then we're not even fighting Sumoko. But I guess she is on our team twice, so it makes some sort of sense. Also, on the sprite she does have legs, at least. No, they're both legs, not just one. I wonder how well Team Kaneko will fare. I've not really used both of the Kanekos I actually have a whole lot. So I'm hoping that new Kaneko will carry this fight. Well, that's a message I just got. Maria Shrine, living god, loved like a daughter. A spell card of Kaneko Yasuka, who has almost reached the end. She recalls her time with Sanae. This attack is somewhat reminiscent of Sanae's secretly inherited art of bullet spell card. Sanae is a wind priestess, type of shrine maiden. Kaneko must have delivered her divine blessings through Sanae even before they came to Gensokyo, which is probably how Sanae came to be worshipped as a living god. You could say that she inherited her fate from Kaneko. That sure is a Shanghai spell. All throughout. Also, it broke all of them, so maybe things will go well. Oh, you're locking power. Really? You're gonna be like that? We don't have lock removal on anything, right? Doesn't look like it. No. Who's weak to earth here? You are. Moria Shrine, my native god counterpart, recalls our time with Suwako. This attack is somewhat reminiscent of Suwako's the Mishaguchi spell card. Kanako and Suwako are similar in that they are both gods who possess the body of a serpent. This cannot be a mere coincidence, considering their long and complicated relationship with each other. In fact, the story about how they are gods with completely different origins, who fought against each other in the past, may not be entirely true. I doubt we will be able to break them this time without any power behind our attacks. That sure is Suwako's final spell, but also her just pulling out one of her cannons instead of just firing them is a silly way of using them, I would say. Oh good, you have given me back my ability to power. It was never a canon in the first place. Try her shot. If you say so, I will try her shot. I'm assuming if you tell me to, it's because it's silly in some way. Would be sad if she locks shots now. She did not. She locked power again. Oh boy, I'm already seeing what the shots could be hiding. Onbashira beam cans. We never really look at the text for regular attacks, but they are just as thought out as the spell cards. She unleashes the concentrated power of her Onbashira in the form of laser beams. Maria's shrine is technologically advanced, and they approach each problem with an open mind without letting traditional shrine culture hold them back. Onbashira, the big wooden pillars, are Shintai, vessels of spirit and gods that mark the barrier around the sacred land. But Kaneko also uses them as weapons. These sacred wooden pillars harbor divinities, so it makes sense that they can focus the power of gods into laser beams. Yamadashi. She attacks with her freshly cut Onbashira. The Onbashira are wooden pillars used by festivals and function as symbolic renewal of the shrine. And the Onbashira is cut from the sacred forest. It represents the beginning of the festival. The Onbashira from the mountain reaches the village after overcoming various difficult trials. Heavenly water! Water falls from the heavens to bless the earth in this bullet hell attack. This is one. Wow, they actually said bullet hell. This is one of the self-proclaimed 7 wonders of Moria Shrine, perhaps as a way to capture the interest of believers. Some Kappa joke that this is just the result of a leaky roof, but Moria Shrine claims that this water from the sky has various beneficial effects. That sure is lasers of divinity. Onbashira Laser Sword. She unleashes the concentrated power of her Onbashira in the form of a massive laser sword. The Onbashira Festival is an enormous festival where many courageous people cut down sacred fir trees, drag them down the mountain, and then erect them at the 4 corners of each shrine. This event is also incredibly dangerous, as people are known to have died when dragging the logs down the mountain. The Onbashira are imbued with the strength and lives of all those people. Strength and lives of all those people, so using this power to manifest the laser sword is a simple task. I'm out of barriers on Kaneko. I'm not gonna risk dying here. Sky Serpent. She shoots out snake-shaped bullets. The snakes snap their jaws down on evil. It is believed that Sanae borrows Kaneko's power to perform this attack. Bustling crops. This attack reveals a glimpse of her authority as a god of agriculture. Mountains and paddies conflict in terms of agriculture, but they are also connected by water. The raging god of destruction and the gentle god of blessings are two sides of the same coin, like a mother who raises her children. Oh no, enemy spell cuts. I have wasted enough time. I've wasted enough time! I shouldn't have been showing off regular attacks so carelessly. They added a retry function. And I'm gonna make use of it. Those were her last words. She died. I'm blaming you for this. I'm kidding. I should have used more barriers and believed less into her. That's still quite a lot of power in one attack. That's extremely silly. I'm glad we took a look at it. Also, they still managed to beat the first phase just fine. So now we can just go ahead and win this. Surely one last word, even without powering it up, will be enough. Surely. Maybe. That's a lot of pre-attack spell card effects. Great Moria Migration. She recalls the time when she came to Gensokyo. Kanako is a god of the weather who controls the wind and rain, a god of blood control who manages the water level in rivers and lakes, a god of farming who bestows crops, and a god of the mountains who is a literal mountain god herself. and the god of war who brings victory in battle. She was worshipped for her power over all these domains, but everything came undone due to science and information. What was once divine and mysterious came to be understood as a natural phenomena governed by the results of scientific research. Science and information are the mighty gods of the modern age that sustain, protect, and bring peace to the people. Even priests truly worship these gods above their own. That's why Kanako made Moria Shrine a thing of fantasy to everyone in the outside world. She knew that would cause her to lose all her faith, but she bet on the possibility of a brighter future. I see, the answer was all the guns. You took that quite well, I must say. Surely you will not take these well. Victory! And blue goodbyes. But it's not goodbye, because there were more things I wanted to do today. And we have still quite a lot of time, I would say. There's more manga to read. In fact, there's 2 of them that have been released since we last read any. So we will take a look at those. Sadly, they're not as silly from a thumbnail standpoint as the LostWord incident case files from last time, but I'm sure they are still gonna be fun. I'm gonna change the music though. Goodbye, blue goodbye. Serious manga? No. I have not said that they would be serious manga. They are still gonna be silly, but probably not on the same level as last time. The first we are taking a look at is LostWord Theater 2, which is a continuation of the first manga we read, LostWord Theater. Another day of fun dawns in Gansokyo. Moko's bettering her bullet battling abilities. Maids are making mischief in the mansion. And everyone's frantically fussing over fashion. That's a lot of alliteration. Maids making mischief mansion. Frantically fussing over fashion. Bettering bullet battling abilities. Moko's training, part 1. Moko and Sanae are training in the bamboo forest of the lost. So if you summon some flames, then release them outwards. The bamboo shoots explode! Try it in your next battle. Whoa! I end up taking some damage, but it's no big deal. Crackle, crackle. I see. So the heat causes the air inside the shoots to rapidly expand. Then boom! Wow. It's the perfect move to use in the forest. I'm just a little worried about the flames spreading. Ah! Whoosh. Yes, Moko, you might take a little bit of damage. And the forest might take a little bit lots of damage. Moko's training, part 2. That went terribly. I'm done with explosions. Let's recoup for a bit. Then head somewhere else to train. If it's training you're after, we can help. Psst. Here I go. 8 drum. Thunder God's anger. Drowning sign. Sinkable vortex. Not bad. But how about this? Miss Moko, wait. That's not a good idea. Whoa! What happened? All the water had been electrolyzed. And hydrogen is explosive. What are these? Elemental reactions like in Genshin. Corindo Fashion Boutique. Corindo is an antique store by the forest. There's a rumor going around. Apparently, if you ask the owner, he'll make any garment you ask for. As if. I'm not a tailor. Nah, these are real elements, I know. But what is an antique shop doing with all this sewing equipment? Just a little hobby of mine. Ha ha ha. What a lovely smile. I'm convinced. Reimu's new clothes. This ensemble will make you look so cute. Practically and easy to move around in. What more could you want? Looking cool. It's all that matters. Today's agenda. Decide Reimu's new outfit. Interesting. You're all just suggesting your own styles. Student Council days. The Yakumo Student Council members wake up early before class. They prepare documents. Scribble, 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 scribble. The Yakumo Student Council members working long hours. They check documents straight through lunch. Stamp, not, not. Stamp, not, not. The Yakumo Student Council members stay late after classes. Have finished. They prepare for the next day. Scribble, scribble. ZZZ. The Yakumo Student Council President sleeps in late. Guess she needs her beauty sleep. ZZZ. ZZZ. Hina's Manju. Near the Yokai Mountain. What's wrong, Miss Hina? Oh, nothing. Wait a sec. Sparkle. She's hiding something. I sense a scoop. Don't worry. You can tell me. Maybe I can help. Really? Well, alright. I made some manju, but I need someone to taste test them. Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. Freeze! Yeah. We'll never know how that ended up, I guess. Satori's Rose. The Palace of the Earth Spirits. What's the matter, Lady Satori? I can't stand thinking about Koishi roaming around on her own. I heard humans attach harnesses to their children to prevent them from getting lost. A child harness? Looking snazzy. I want one! Badum. Before we attach it, first we have to find her. I'm surprised you're using a harness and not just the wires she already has. Koishi's roaming on the path leading out of the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Are you heading out, Lady Koishi? Uh-huh. Just for a little walk. Hey, Oku, you found her. Won't Lady Satori be worried when she finds out? Step. Lately, she's been checking up on me non-stop. If she's that worried, she should hook me up on that child harness. I don't know. I think she might be too proud for that sort of thing. Yeah, you're right. She would never do that. Uh-huh. Never. She wouldn't even think about it. Erin Yagokoro, MD. Raisins come to Erin with a fever. You do have a slight temperature. Were you out in the cold last night without a sweater or something? No, I was doing research, just like you asked when I started feeling sick. Are you sure you're not just burning with a thirst for knowledge? That's not a real thing. I think I'm just overworked. Witch of Scarlet Dreams. Scarlet Devil Tower, sometime after resolving the LostWord incident. This Marisa sure seems grown up. Oh. But Jolie, here's that book I borrowed the other day. What? She's returning a book! Actually, you borrowed it 1003 years ago. But thank you. Was it really that long ago? I thought you'd forgotten about it. She's Marisa all right, but she's on a whole new level. At least she didn't keep it until she dies. Mr. has misgivings. Welcome, everyone. It's me, Remelia Scarlet. Fine. I gathered you here today because I have a bone to pick. Sakuya and Mei Ling have already been featured in this little manga series. Even Patchouli has made an appearance or two. So why haven't I been in it? Me too. I've only had one line. Gah. Well, you got a whole page to yourself, Remelia. And that's it. Breakfast at Nemonos. Maria Shrine girls. Paying a visit to Nemonoki. Morning. Well, ain't this a surprise? With you all being gods and all, I better serve you up something special. There's no need for that. Me too. Just a standard breakfast for me. Me too. So what brings you all here all of a sudden? Well, Sanae overslept, so she didn't have time to prepare breakfast. My bad. Guess we shouldn't have stayed up all night playing board games. Ya think? Humans need a rest, you know? A short while later, Nemono served up a hearty breakfast. Dance fever! Mei and Satono. Post-battle. We did it! We sure did! Girls, can I ask you something? Spin, 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 spin. What is it, master? Do you dance like that with people other than me? It's not a problem. You're free to do as you please. It's just a little sad, is all. Master! Just dance for me. Maid Wars. Suika and Yugi are helping Sakuya clean the Scarlet Devil Mansion. It's probably not going anywhere. First, let's clean the floors. Got it. I'll take it from here. Swoosh. Ah! Quit showing off. Crash. Yeah, quit it. What happened? It's dirtier than before. We can explain. Cleaning did indeed not go anywhere. Scaring practice. Fugasa's jumping out at passerby, trying to scare them. Surprise! Boo! But it's not going well. Please teach me how to scare people. Why are you asking me? You're always around people, so I thought you might be able to help me. I see. Why don't you try observing the person you want to scare? Good idea! When people see me, they'd get scared and run away. But this wasn't what I had in mind. Ah! Eek! I meant from afar. Observe them from afar! Well, does this feed Kogasa? Is it working? They are afraid of you. Yorihime's special costume in the lunar capital. Excuse me, Toyohime. Do you have a moment? Of course I do, Yorihime. Everyone in Gensokyo is getting special costumes. Do you want one too? No, it's just... I have one prepared for you. You do? Finally! Rummage. It suits you perfectly, Sparkle. I like it, but it's not exactly what I had in mind. And that's the end of this manga. It was just a lot of 4-commas, which I guess is fine. I was expecting more glorified tutorials like part 1 had, but no, it was just silly things over silly things, referencing the game and costumes. Silly costumes. Next! Let's change the music, I guess. Considering this one's about a particular character or event. Incident case files would remain the best. That one's hard to beat, I guess. Although, there is still a future of mangas left to read. But now, it's time for the Anti-Misfortune Grand Prix, a remixed event. The Anti-Misfortune Grand Prix ended with a bang. But trouble's brewing. What's really going on? I went behind the scenes to find out, says reporter Hatate Himekaido. It's been a long while since we had this event, but surely we'll remember. Anti-Misfortune Grand Prix, a remix event by Atoki, featuring Pasi Mizuhashi, Minamitsu Murasa, and Kogasa Tatara. Okay, everyone, let's get into teams. Also, Marisa Kirisame. Make a team, she says, as if it's that easy. Having fun, are ya? Having fun, are we? How about letting me join you? Suika! Leave it to me. As yokai have to stick together, right? I'll talk to Yugi as well, so you've got nothing to worry about. That's why they call you the Oni Chief, I promise. I'll make it up to you. Wait a sec, Suika. Wait a sec. Suika isn't even here. No surprises there. Also, this might be about Pasi more than Hina. But I'm not gonna change the music again. To be honest, we might have an easier time without Suika. It's a piggyback race and, well, there's a bit of a height difference. That's true. But if she was here... Gigantism! Zoom zoom! Yay! Multiplication! I guess she could cheat decently well, is what you're saying. How adorable. Wow. Did you make this yourself, Pasi? Uh-huh. Every time Suika was brought up, I took this needle and... Right. She did have a Yugi doll with her during that event. Just kidding. I sure hope so. But Here, I made you two as well. You know, while I was making these, I felt my jealousy for you too with every stitch I made. The way Murasa gives me the courage to face any danger. The way Kogasa tries her hardest no matter what. Pasi! That reminds me, I need you two to give me some more of your hair later. Huh? I mean, it's not a proper doll unless there's hair inside it, right? Hashihime mode activated! Whoa! Would anyone like some Pasi premium ice? Yes, please. Take care not to spill any. Pasi's ice is getting really popular. It does seem to perk everyone up. Well, Hina was in it at least, so I guess music is fine. There's a reason for that. Wanna hear? Do you really know, Yugi? You see that ice? It's made from the freshest spring water in former health. The water alone makes for quite the beverage. But this cucumber shiriko is good too. We make it using meltwater from atop Yokai Mountain. Pasi, can I get some from your ice? I wanna sell it in a set with cucumber shiriko. No problem. Don't you dare try and rip her off. Of course not. That was scary. You okay? This deal's gonna be great. We can use less cucumber shiriko if we dilute it with a bunch of ice. You said the loud part quiet and the quiet part loud. She loves me. She loves me not. I think you have a few too many petals there. She loves me. She loves me not. Meanwhile, Yuka, you're making that scary face again. Yuka, you don't need to worry. That flower is already dead the moment she picked it out of the ground. The petals don't matter anymore at this point. Hey there, Miss Horsey. Can you give me a blood sample? You again. Sorry, I can't give you any of my blood, because I hate needles, but... Aha! I've got it! Lady Kicho, the doll here is asking for blood again. Tell her to leave. I see. So you can manipulate poison. Uh-huh. My negotiations would go smoother if I had a mystery poison up my sleeve. I guess I can spare some blood. My Lily's poison are amazing. I can move around like this and think about stuff because of them. Miss Kicho, are you sure you should have sent her off like that? Even gave her some sweets. Just drop it. Ah. Kicho-sama. She cannot resist cuteness, I see. I guess that's why she hangs out with the otters. What's with everyone nonchalantly showing up without ever getting a proper explanation? Oh, that includes me too. Even if it's a petition to heat things up. There's no doubt we'll win. If it's a race, we'll definitely win, even if hell freezes over. Hang on. Is this really my team? Eve, oh. Eve, oh. Okay, so our team's strength is our speed, but in terms of intelligence, we're... Ah! Thank you. Have a cucumber, Shiriko. So make a great scoop! Ah, yeah. Ah, shy. Also, horse ears on our horse girl. That's something that was quite obvious in one of the newest events, which we'll get to eventually. Kurokoma, yes. Saki. Hey there. I'm fine, but is it okay for you to leave your posts? Well, my coworker asked for help. Thank you. To be honest, I could use a little break from work. Hehe. Not. Really now? Rumble, 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 rumble. Eek! Of course, you're the one behind this. Well, I ain't gonna deny it. Yes, sorry. I guess it's not your fault. So, go out there and make sure you win, you two. Lady Shiki! After all, you know what will happen if you don't, right? Eep! Now that I've had a good look at it, the number of people on each team feels pretty random. I kinda feel bad for having such a large team. Huh. Well, I guess this just shows how popular you are. Yeah, everyone wanted to come, right? Hey, everyone! Rumble. Funk. If there was no limit on team size, we could have called on everyone from... there was no limit on team size. We could have called on every yokai from the temple. I'd bring all my followers for Team Kokoro. Where did she come from? Everyone would be surprised if they saw how many Tsukumogami I could recruit. We should have held a fright night instead, huh? Some kind of night parade? Against yokai? If there wasn't any limit, I'd have liked to call on the Prism River Sisters. Even if they can't join the race, maybe we can get them to perform for us. Good idea! Actually, that might not be such a good idea. Everyone will get distracted by the music and leave poor Kogasa all on her own. You're right. Hello, where's everyone? Don't leave me! Did someone forget the umbrella? Boo, it's me, Kogasa. Hehehe. Sure. Were you surprised? Kokoro surprised me out of nowhere the other day. Koishi too. She used me as a shelter from the rain. Can't stop myself from wanting to help her. Yeah, agree. I didn't expect Yugi and Tenchi to be at each other's throats like that. Miss Tenchi is usually more composed than this. I wonder what's gotten into her. Maybe it's because celestial meat tastes funny. Huh? Celestial meat is like poison to yokai, so maybe it's like an Oni instinct. Miss Tenchi is the most delicious person in the whole world. What the... Ah! I guess that just slipped out, huh? Still, I can't help but be jealous that Yugi's having a good time. Oni really are a bunch of attention seekers. To tell you the truth, she loves playing with that Celestial. Behind all that pride is a cry for attention. I wonder what John's doing right now. John's Phantom Waves! She's gaining attention, is what she's doing. Let's have the next match in former hell. If that's where you want to lose next time. First up, the sauna. Yeah. Next, a cold water bath. What is this? Huh? I feel so refreshed. Shine, shine, shine. I guess Yugi won. Phew. Ah. So, what do you think of the former capital's hot springs? Rub. Fine. I'll admit it. They're pretty good. Good job today, everyone. Grind, grind. Hey, Pasi, what's got you feeling jealous today? Your mama and Kizume went off to the surface and haven't come back yet. Yay! Makes sense. There's a lot to like up there. That's exactly the problem. Gensokyo is rife with temptation. I even heard stories about girls getting kidnapped. That's kinda rude. They're gonna turn into some 2-bit delinquents at this rate. Those two? I wouldn't worry if I were you. Take a look. It's Yugi, Pasi, we're back. We brought souvenirs. How thoughtful of you. Pasi, I'm so glad you are safe. Squeeze. I'm not sure she can feel that, but I'm sure she can appreciate the thought. What's with Pasi? She's a little worked up, that's all. Squeeze! Rustle, rustle. Jeez, she worries too much. Plop. Here. They're flowers from the surface. You always battled using flowers, so we thought they might help you out somehow. Cute. Wait, that's it? Oh? If I get stronger, I can stop you free from going up there. Alright. This is our own fault, isn't it? Seems that way. Well, at least she's happy. That's something, right? The end. Did you enjoy the event, everyone? I'm a LostWord player myself, so I'm looking forward to the future of this game. I bought the rabbit-eared soldier costume for medicine as soon as I could. Being able to swap out your character's looks is one of my favorite parts of the game. Atoki! Silly costumes sure are a good part of this game. Let's hope other parts of the game don't ruin that. Well, that was fun. Training is complete. Right on time. But there's one last thing I want to take a look at. Something that I wanted to do a long time ago, actually, back during the Yomu relic video. But then completely forgot about it. And then during the Satori relic video, I couldn't do it because technical difficulties. So I don't think I've shown off getting a particular kind of costume yet. Fantasy Rebirth is something we've looked at before. Where you give characters rings and they get wedding type kind of outfits. But there's also a different kind of outfit, you could say, they get if you complete the whole thing. And also, Black Yomo here does not have a wedding type outfit yet on her rebirth screen, but she does have the full completion costume. There is no story to these, it's just a fun thing you can unlock, which is the anima. So let's unlock that. And look how fancy it is. No, not anime. It would be cool if it was some cutscene or something, but no. What anime are animated versions of the usual artworks. So they are very fancy. They include also some of the background elements of the character's official design. So yeah, it's pretty cool. For some characters it's less interesting, but for these Ultra Festival characters they have decided to add quite a few effects to them. It might be a bit over the top, to be honest, for the background here. Yeah, they are somewhat live 2D, I guess. I mean, it's not like you can actually control them or anything. They're just animated. Yeah, it even blinks. But that's really all I wanted to show off today. It's not been too long of a stream, but I guess that's fine. There isn't really anything else to do here. Until next time, in Touhou LostWord, whenever that will be. So, thank you and blue goodbyes. Or should I say, thank you and blue goodbyes. I'm glad we got to meet Rika, even though we were not allowed to see her. And that essentially means that the Ruins of Memory will still try to bring back PC98 characters in one form or another, which makes me happy, although I would prefer if we would just get them as playable characters eventually. I wonder if we ever will. Bye bye. See you next time.